Hey guys, Craig here at CRC. So I just did a video where I changed my diff fluids in the Xmaxx front and rear. But I was looking around for a video to give me a little bit of help on the center diff, which is right back here underneath, you know, your plastic covers and stuff. And I can't find a video on how to actually remove it. I was looking for a little bit of help because I've never done it. So I guess I'll go ahead and make my own video and figure it out as I go. So I'm gonna break down, you know, the simple stuff. I'll take the tires off and things like that. I think what you have to do is basically disassemble your rear end and separate it to be able to get to that center diff. So I'll do the simple things, take off the tires and stuff, and go from there. So far, I have removed the tires, the rear bumper, the suspension arms and shocks, and right now I have the Xmaxx upside down. Like I say, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm trying to figure it out. What I'm going to attempt to do is there's a screw here, here, and there's some in here. So basically what I'm trying to do is just separate this rear end to get access. The center diff is right behind this. There's a screw here. I'm not sure what it's for. I'm not going to loosen that one yet, but I'll keep going, see what I can figure out. Okay guys, so I just removed the rear shock tower. This is turning into a lot of bolts, a lot of pieces to keep track of. So what I'm doing is, as I take them out, I'm actually putting them back in the holes that they go into. So that way it'll be easier to keep track of them. I got this little rear brace here that goes back here. So I'm just keeping the bolts all together. I am getting closer to it. It's right here under this cover. So I'll keep removing a few things and see if I can get to it. Finally, I found it. Okay, so I'm trying to remember where I left off. Okay, so this is your spur gear cover. Goes right here over this. I took that off. This little gray one is this cover that goes here. I took that off. Then the rear diff cover, I had to take that off. That goes right here. I did take the rear diff out. That's here. And let's see, the last piece was this guy right here. And it fits like that, right there. So, that is the center diff. I don't know if there's an easier way to get to it. I really don't think there is. But yeah, I've got access to it now. So from here, I can pull this out. Spur gear. Okay. Pull that out. And I don't know, does it? Oh, yep. This just lifts up. Might take a little bit of work, but from here this should just come up and out. And I've ordered some 20 million diff fluid. That's what comes in these center diff stock, but there's very little in there. So when that gets here, I'll fill the diff and put it all back together. I was wrong. So this center diff connects right into the drive shaft. It's right back in here. and since it's connected, you can't lift it up. So like I was thinking before, this whole rear bulkhead I think is going to have to be dropped so I can then pull that away. So looks like I've got more to do. So I'm going to have to make some room here, move these parts around, and try to keep going. Okay, now I'm even deeper. So I've removed the bottom skid plate. This is a drive shaft and some random screws here, and I'm still stuck. So I'll see what I can figure out. Okay, holy hell, what a pain in the ass. Sorry, I can't even remember where I left off. I believe I just took the bottom skid plate off, driveline cover. Okay, so yeah, I took that off. I also took out the motor mount screws. And I also took out this, you have to get at from the top. And this one, that's what was holding me up. I took these out. Basically everything back here. All of this stuff had to come out, and now it's finally loose. And yeah, you can see my motor's loose. I had to take out this bolt in here, this bolt back here, all of that stuff, and now my rear bulkhead is finally loose. So give me just a second. Alright guys, I think I finally got it loose. So all I want to do is drop this down and pull it back. So that drive shaft. Oh boy, are you kidding me? Is there more? Okay, there we go. Rear bulkhead off. Now, you want to be careful not to lose this. This is your drive shaft. Pin, gear, sorry. So, now, finally, center diff. There it is. Oh boy, bearings are falling off. Okay, anyway, so now, this is just like the rear diff. Take these 4 bolts out, separate it, fill it with your diff fluid, and we can put all this back together. So I've got everything apart. I won't drag the video out any longer, but basically this is the center diff cup right here. I've cleaned out the old fluid. There was more in there than I expected, but anyway, what I'm going to do is pack this with the new diff fluid and then basically reverse the whole process that I did. Hopefully I can figure out where every nut and bolt goes, but yeah, that's about it. So hopefully that'll help you if you had the same issue that I had. So like, subscribe, share, comment, and thanks for watching.